I don't know why I've decided to do this, but I'm gonna VOD review this game I had where I just have the worst team possible, and they all blame me for some reason, or at least Ramus does. But like, Senna's also blaming me, Ramus is blaming me. Just like, watch this game, this is crazy. So first of all, we have Perugia on our team. Like, that's already a red flag. Then it's like Ramus as a champion in general. Guy probably doesn't even play the champion. But like, it's not even that bad. Like, it works really well against their team. Darius, Viego, so I'm like, all right, maybe I can actually, potentially win this game. Because it's like, oh, they just have Teemo and Ezreal. Like, you know, we can actually kill them fairly easily if we just auto-attack them or deal any amount of damage to them. So, as you can expect, my two laners are going to lose lane, so let's not even think about that. So my Senna immediately takes a trade that loses half her HP bar, and then gets hit by every single Q and auto attack, and continues to walk up. And she does that, blows her flash, and goes back to base. Right? She hasn't even autoed 3 minions yet. And so now I'm sitting here under tower, trying to farm whatever I can, just to get a little bit of gold. And so she comes back to lane, and she's going to be level 1 for a while, because she's going to stand so far away that she's not even going to hit level 2 off that second wave. It's just crazy. Anyway, it continues. Just give me manual here. So, for some reason, the Ramus thinks that he can 1v1 the Viego and gets his blue stolen from him. He somehow thinks that he wins this. And so he blames the Zoe for not coming there fast enough and missing her E. Very nice. So, you definitely could have just pathed normally like a human being. You could have went red here and then, after this, do your blue buff and then Gromp, right? So you don't, allow this to even be a possibility considering how behind you are. And so, yeah, I actually barely lived through this. So I've been poked out forever. I'm trying to see if I can bait anything, but my Senna is just standing so far behind me I can't do anything. So I try to bait them into trying to kill me here. And I do actually manage to live, because I'm using Potion, and I know that my Q keeps me alive here. It's fairly close to me dying. I just know that the tick would not be enough there. So I go back to base. I've done literally the maximum possible, considering my Senna is not even playing the game. And so top lane has also already died, and they're going for this. This charm comes in too early, which prevents the taunt from dealing more damage, because obviously the taunt into the W deals more damage, so his charm was too early, and the Ramus will no longer kill, because he needs to actually have them auto-attack him in order to be a champion. And sure enough, she might almost get a kill, if only she would land her abilities. Her backwards Q misses there, which is crazy to consider that the person has played thousands of games of Ahri and misses that in that situation. So I'm like, alright, it's 5-0. I'm just immediately going to take a trade because I have to, continue looking here. And I actually thought with this wave that if we do any amount of fighting together, we can actually fight this. But of course my Senna has no interest in actually fighting or walking up. Imagine if she just walks up, Qs me, auto-attacks a little bit. Maybe I could use the wave to block some Ezreal Qs. But no, she just takes the reset, right? She's just like, alright, let's just let them freeze the wave. Because I definitely think that that's the best solution I should do as an ADC before going to lane, is that we should just let them have a freeze for fun. And they're bad, so they don't even freeze the wave, but they could have just frozen the wave and made us lose the entire game there. But they decide not to. So I continue playing. I'm like, alright, well, Senna doesn't want to play with me. Ramus killed himself for nothing. And Zoe can't do anything, and Ahri can't do anything. So this game is completely doomed. But I'm still like, alright, maybe there's a chance I can win this game. Maybe I can actually do something this game. And so I'm like, alright, well, if Senna's not going to play with me, I'm going to have to play with Ramus. And so I go here. Right, Ramus is clearly not interested in fighting the Diana. So here I am, level 4 Taric. Ramus is walking around in circles. And I am 1v1ing the Diana myself. I almost killed her myself. I only die to a random Viego flash ult. And then Rammus steals the kill. And I need that because that's the first kill of the game that I went and got by going for level 4 versus level 6 on Diana while my Rammus watched me and then stole the kill. Okay, so I'm like, alright, at least there's gold. Right, can I make some other gold happen? So that's what we're going to do, right? Got the E. So it's like, alright, I know he has no E, so I'm going to go on him. Right, so I'm charging up my autos. Hit another one. He still doesn't have E. My son realized that I'm fighting, finally, and now she decides that it's time to fight. She's holding flash, she's holding barrier, she's holding everything. And there, finally she kills him. Right, waiting successfully until after I've already been 1v1ing Ezreal for about 30 seconds before actually deciding to kill him. Teemo goes into the enemy jungle and is helping take various things up there because, of course, that, you know, it's like that. Teemo just dies to a random dive top. And so I saw them top, it's time to take a free dragon. Of course, I help with that. And there it is. So now I have a free dragon. 9-4. Could be a lot worse. I know we're not winning because we have some of the worst players NA has to offer, but we're in it anyway. Right, I have no mana, so there's no way I can fight anything. Right, so I'm just standing here. Like, Rammus could show up at any time, wait for like some kind of dive, because they're just standing underneath their tower all the time. And Senna's leading that trade, so it's time to recall. I recall here knowing they can't actually siege and get there in time. So, there it is. I escape, go back to lane. Trying to prevent this tower from dying. Not much I can do other than get some vision against Viego. Vision game. Just getting a little bit there. Diana shows up. I can't kill her. I'm not playing Pyke. And I'm just going to CS the wave. So I have nothing to do other than to try to get vision. Hold this mid wave. Rammus shows up bot the only time that I'm not bot. And decides that it's time to fight. And then basically just dies, misses his ulti, misses everything. And then they somehow both don't kill in the 2v2 there. They don't even get one kill because she was blinded. Very nice, very nice. And so Rammus has been pinging me the entire game. Zoe has no kills at all. You know, Ahri managed to get a free kill from Teemo. And then a gank happens, right? Meanwhile, bot lane, not much we can do. I can't get Senna to walk forward and auto-attack them, and so I can never take a trade. And so I'm looking for more trades, see if I can do anything here. And I basically misplayed a little bit. I probably could have... If I thought I was going to flash over that Q, but it hits me instead. I should have let it fly first. Once again, Senna, while that's going on, Senna is just casually farming. And, you know, it's like, still, what can we do? Is there anything that I can actually do? And, you know, I'm kind of baiting them out. Just having them waste a little bit of time on me. And, like, realistically, this game is just completely done. I just have worse players. Senna's not willing to do anything. Rammus is spam pinging me, not doing anything. Zoe has 0 kills. Not watching. Lane Ahri OTP. That is just really bad. And it's like, how am I supposed to play the game? Why do I want to play League of Legends when I get into a game like this, where we can lose to a bunch of like master players because, or that I can lose to a bunch of master players just because I'm just not, I just have nothing. And people are just automatically like, oh, Lightrocket, oh, you're so bad, man. It's like, you know, low-key, I didn't make any mistakes this game. Like, what mistakes did I actually make so far this game? 2 of my deaths were trying to force my teammates to get a kill for themselves so that they can do literally anything. And as a support, that's what I'm supposed to do, right? Could I have done it without dying? maybe if they walk forward, right? Maybe if they're willing to actually play the game. But without any teammates, Taric can't do anything. Even if he's playing perfectly, it does not really matter. Like there's not much I can do. It's like, okay, well, all right, here's a good example. It's time to go in, right? Okay, that's probably my first mistake right there. Missed that stun. And we still can like just nothing is like, you just look at this, like how stupid is this? I have ulti. It's like, all right, yeah, I miss my stun. I get it, man. But we can still like my Senna is standing underneath tower. She is way back here. It's just like, what is she doing right now? How is she not just auto attack? Like, look at that. What? She's just completely giving up on the fight. She's just standing 2 screens away. And it's like, alright, well, I am just fighting by myself. She flashes like a crazy person. And so, yeah, wow. Like, finally my team is getting kills after I frontlined for forever while my team wasn't even playing the game. It's like, wow, all of your guys' kills are because of me. And I'm still getting flamed. I just, what do I do? And I don't have ult. I'm pinging that I don't have ult. And we're still like, alright, we gotta go to the dragon anyway. And of course they jump us and we all die because Senna's AFK mid and I'm Taric, so of course they're gonna kill me. And I'm getting flamed and it's like, guys, I don't have my ulti. Like I said this. There's nothing that can be done here. They can't get any kills on their own if they're not like straight up into them or hand spoon-fed by me. Maybe other than that one. The Diana just getting herself caught out. It's like, okay, now what? There's going to be a Baron fight, so I'm going to get full vision here, right? Drop the triangle of wards, drop a pink, right? We have all this information here. Like, we can go right here, and we could, like, try to fight for, pressure on Baron if we so decide. But we're going to start a fight bot lane instead. It's just like, okay. Like, we know that Viego's top lane, so we can actually do this. And, everyone's missing just about every ability. And it's like, alright, Diana's pushing, though. We can't, like, keep going. Unless we really want to try. He goes for it, so I'm waiting for that. Like, I'm completely solo laning this. Of course, he goes up here. Senna still is not doing anything. I don't even think she's auto-attack once here. And so we know he's still here, and we're still going to take these recalls anyway. And, that's it. Rammus is still pinging me, even though his enemy opponent has 100 CS up on him for solo killing him and stealing his blue. And so much more. And it's just like, people are like, oh, the Taric is so bad, we can't play the game because Taric, and it's like, why do I play League at all when I can get games like this? Where people play worse than, like, Plat Emerald players in Masters GM, and they just whine the whole time when it's clearly their fault by all means. It's like, alright, yeah, let's sit in base, guys. It's like, alright, Baron time. So I have Baron. I'm getting, vision on Baron. It's like, hey, guys, I know we have Baron. My entire team is like, ooh, Baron, what's that? We don't know what a Baron is. Where are all of you guys, It's very obvious what they're doing. It's not even close to, like, why do you just blast plant? Why did you ulti that? You should have just blast planted and then ult out. And then on top of that, like, because, like, clearly we're not engaging. Everyone is, like, 10 miles away. It's crazy that she actually dies like this. Senna is still running away the entire game. It's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing to be on the same team as these people. Oh yeah, I barely escaped this nonsense. Where it's like, alright, so, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm getting jumped by Darius. Flash, use the blast plant. I'm trying to buy time so they don't just end the game immediately. Right? Land the stun, drop out. And realistically, like, I'm not going to live, but I'm just wasting their time so that they don't end the game. And it's like, all my deaths are to try to get my team kills. All of them. Like, every single time. The only reason I'm actually dying like that is so that my team can actually get a single kill. Like, I could end the game in Fountain, where I have 1 death, and my team has 2 kills, right, when the game ends. But of course, that's not trying to win the game. And I am so sick of League. This game is so trash. And it's just so worse when you have, like Riot is just putting me in loser's queue. Like, this is, like, premium loser's queue. It's like, oh yeah, I have to ult early because now we don't even have any Nexus towers, and of course we're all going to lose because we just don't have anyone on our team. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm VOD reviewing this to, like, maybe even upload it. It's just so frustrating. It is so frustrating to play League. Because not only can you play perfect, basically perfect, at least significantly better than everyone else, you're getting blamed by your team because they have ego and they hate you for some reason, or they don't understand your champion and how it works, or they made mistakes for themselves and they go, oh, the Teemo is here, that means that, you know, he's being gapped by the, like, he's so much better than Taric. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it makes no sense. Why do I play with these embarrassments? I get to lose LP, you know, I should just see Rammus and dodge, right? Or I should see Prusian or like an Ahri top lane and dodge, right? Is that what I have to do? Or how can I mind control no in champ select that my Senna is not going to walk forward? Like, this is the perfect example of, like, one of the worst, most useless teams ever, and I'm still getting flamed. Why do we play this game? It is completely pointless. Like, it's actually infuriatingly pointless to play League. Because you just have games like this. For every 1 good game, you have 4 bad games. And the 4 bad games are because, you know, someone on the enemy team was inting, your team was inting. You know, like 10-20% of the games I go, okay, I lost and it was my fault. Every other time it's not like that. And it's just not fun. I actually hate this game.